Here are my note cards. Have you ever read a textbook off of a computer? It's not the easiest thing to do. Textbooks are a vital part of learning and absorbing information, and yet they're becoming a thing of the past. We have in this class an ebook for our textbook. Learning is the knowledge of something from somewhere, and that's where we'll begin. Textbooks are a fundamental part of learning, and there are 4 types of learning: visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. Visual, of course, is with the pictures, the diagrams. You have to see it to really understand it. Auditory, maybe you read out loud and you can't really understand unless you hear it and really thoroughly hear it. Reading and writing is when you read it maybe a couple times, or you have to reread, or you have to rewrite whatever you're reading. Kinesthetic, you have to put your hands on, actually do the work before you can understand it. Textbooks are a detailed sequence of teaching procedures that tell you what to do, when to do it. There are no surprises. Everything is carefully spelled out. That is why textbooks are so important in schools. And they're being replaced by screens. Technology is something that has overtaken our lives. We continuously stay on our phones, our laptops, our TVs, our tablets, iPads, whatever. You stay on it. I'm guilty. I'm on my phone. I'm on my laptop. We are continuously on any kind of technology. While technology makes our lives easier, it also hinders us because it's not perfect. There's always a glitch, or when you're typing a paper, it'll completely shut down, or you don't have your charger and your battery's dead, and or it just crashes in the middle of a big test. You can't fix those things right away. And see, if it were a textbook, you wouldn't have to worry about those things. A paper-written textbook. The average adult is awake for 15 hours and 45 minutes every day. 45% of that time is spent using the proliferation of technology. While we always are on technology and using it every waking moment, students get very distracted when doing homework or reading their textbook on a computer. It's not easy to do homework when you've got, or even read when you have 5,000 notifications coming on your screen. Computers provide a lot of free rein to students and letting them stray from a teacher's planned lesson, or even access sources that have wrong information. Technology not only becomes as a distraction, it is very expensive, or it can be. If you don't already have the most up-to-date piece of technology, you're either going to have to buy it or update what you have. And that costs more than just buying a book. If you buy a new tablet or laptop to hold all of your ebooks, it may be cheaper to buy the actual books. Otherwise, ebooks are usually cheaper than traditional textbooks. They're cheaper, but whenever you're not getting your work done or you're not even reading the book, why spend money on it when you would get the actual book and do your work and actually succeed in what you're trying to do? So now that we have seen all the issues that come with ebooks, students should get the option to have whatever format suits them. I know personally, I cannot read off of a computer. I have to have a book. I have to be able to highlight, to note, to write, because that is just me. I know in seeing friends or colleagues, they do better when they see it and read it. This could help, one, the students become better in getting good grades, but better as finding what works for them in learning. Electronic textbooks should be the same price as written textbooks. Yes, they're paperless, but they're not any different. They should be the same, because you're still paying for this book and for this program that you're getting this book from. They should be even and equivalent. Human anatomy and physiology is listed as $115.95 for a brand new book. To rent this book is only $43.49. And the ebook is $68.95. So, say you needed this for a class. No one wants to pay that $115, but you can get the book and send it back, because you're not always going to need that human anatomy and physiology book. And then once you have the ebook, you have it for life and you cannot return it, and you won't get your money back or a fraction of your money back. When you rent a book or you buy a book and resell, you're able to do that. Making these changes in college would have students to be better in class. They would be more informed. They would be better at doing the procedures, or they would be better at doing and knowing the criteria for the class, because they're actually reading the book. Today, I have spoke on the issues that come with ebooks. Textbooks are a necessity, but technology causes a lot of distraction. Also, we need a solution to this. Technology has a future, but I don't think it should be for textbooks. In a room full of books, it's like being full of the soul by Margaret Tullis.